Hi everyone, my name is Reigne and this is my husband Chano. We have been living in Ireland for 5 years. Traveling and filming around this incredible country is one of our biggest passions. We love visiting the most famous Irish locations, but also less known destinations. In this video, we want to share with you how to spend a fantastic weekend in Inis Mor. So watch until the end to know more about the famous Aran Islands. Welcome to our channel, Rain or Shine. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more travel content. The Aran Islands are located in the wild west coast of Ireland. Inis Mor is the largest of these 3 islands that sit at Galway Bay. This time we chose to drive from Dublin to Rossaville Harbour, but you can get a ferry to Inis Mor from Doolin too. Once there, you can leave your car in the car park for €7 per day. If you don't have a car, you can get a public bus from Galway City to Rossaville Harbour. We suggest that you book your ferry tickets in advance as they could be sold out. Our ferry departed at 10:30 in the morning. It takes around 45 minutes to reach Inis Mor from Rossaville. It was very foggy that morning, but we sat down on the rooftop of the boat to enjoy the sea breeze. All the ferries will stop in the harbour of Kilronan, the biggest town of Inis Mor. Once you are there, you have different options to explore the island. Though there are private van tours and taxis, and also traditional horse carriages, we recommend you to hire a bike to enjoy your time here with complete freedom. The only cars in the islands are from the 800 locals that live in Inis Mor, so you'll be quite safe cycling around. We found the best price for 48 hours rent with Rainbow Bike Hire.
So it's just 1 minute and she needs to stop.
I thought I can relax on my day off.
It's just very relaxing.
Yeah.
We're going for lunch first and then we will explore the island.
We were already very hungry, so we cycled for 5 minutes to Joe Watty's pub for lunch. This is one of the most famous pubs in the Aran Islands to listen to traditional Irish music at night. But we were here only to eat and we really enjoyed our meal.
So you can see we have a locker, but it's not because they steal the bikes. It's because sometimes there are too many bikes in the same spot and you may get confused and get the bike that is not yours. So lock your bike. It's so flat and she's struggling so much.
We made a huge mistake using the red route to reach our B&B with our heavy backpacks. The green route is much easier with very few slopes.
That's what you got for training so hard during the week. And you cannot even cycle. Go ahead.
I'm tired! Instead of 15 minutes, it took us around 25 minutes to finally reach the Aran Walker's Lodge. We booked our room months in advance because the availability in the Aran Islands is very limited and prices can be very high in high season. This B&B is ideal if you want to be in the middle of the island, surrounded by nature and close to some of the main sites. But bear in mind that you'll have to cycle to find places for lunch or dinner.
We're
just finished checking in and it's still very foggy, so we cannot see the cliffs. So we're just gonna change the itinerary. And tomorrow we hope that the fog will be gone. The cat was watching me.
It wants to block too.
Can you say like and subscribe? Meow, 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 meow. Meow. He's staring at me.
Always use your helmet. Safety first. Oh.
The first stop of our day was just 3 minutes cycling away from the B&B. Kilmurvey is the largest beach in the Aran Islands and it's considered one of the most beautiful in Ireland. This sandy beach with its clean waters is ideal for swimming when the weather is good. We were not very lucky with the climate this time, but we still enjoyed walking around its shores. We had to keep cycling for 10 minutes, but before getting to the next site, I had to stop for a natural snack.
One for me?
I'm so hungry, so we're just gonna grab some fruits. They're so sweet. They are much better than the ones that you buy in the supermarket. Very sweet.
You don't need to bring foods with you.
No.
Just eat blackberries.
Mm. We just park our bicycles here and then we will walk for maybe 10 minutes to the fort.
Just over there. Yeah, the road here is not so good, so better to walk.
Dún Eoghanachta is one of the impressive stone forts that we can find in the island. Its name comes from the Eochla tribe of Munster. The construction of Dún Eoghanachta dates back to the Iron Age, but the exact date is not known. Its position on a hilltop allows to overlook the sea and the surrounding landscape. The entrance to this fort is free. It is not so famous like the nearby Dún Eoghanachta, so we had it only for ourselves during our visit.
So we were so lucky because the weather became much better. Now we're going to visit Dún Eoghanachta with a free ticket that they gave us at the accommodation.
If you don't stay in Inis Mor, you have to pay €5 for the ticket to access this stone fort. You can learn about the history of Dún Eoghanachta in the visitor center before climbing for 1 kilometer to the top of the site. Dún Eoghanachta is the most famous monument in the Aran Islands. This stunning stone fort is standing over a 100-meter high cliff overlooking the Atlantic Ocean. The current site is not formed by a single structure. Dún Eoghanachta is a complex of concentric constructions that were built and modified between 1100 BC and 1000 AD, so this place was occupied from the late Bronze Age until early medieval times. its origins and specific purpose are still surrounded by mystery. Was it a royal residence, religious center, a place of refuge? Whatever was its main purpose, something is clear. Whoever has admired its walls hanging over the cliffs has experienced the same breathtaking feeling for sure. I'm already very tired and angry and hungry. So I'm going to stay in the accommodation while Chana will take the sunset videos. And I'm going to eat my dinner, enjoy the sunset from our room because we have a very nice view of this anyway. So I'll go see the amazing view tomorrow. For now, just enjoy this video montage.
So I just parked my bike over there. This is the way to the Wormhole. I'm kind of rushing because we were a little bit slow today, so I don't want to miss the sunset. It's gonna be more or less over there. You see some people. So it's gonna be like 15 minutes walking from here. So let's go, just follow the arrows. As you can see, the terrain is not the best, so I wouldn't advise to camp here alone for sunset, or if you can, just be super mindful, okay? Because if you get injured here, there's no phone signal and you're gonna be far from your accommodation and from asking help.
The Wormhole is a sea pool created naturally by the action of the Atlantic Ocean over the limestone rocks of Inis Mor west coast. It is difficult to understand how nature has been able to sculpt such a perfect rectangular shape. The water constantly reaches the Wormhole through underwater channels and caves, but when the tide is high, the waves crash also over the top of the pool. Though the weather wasn't great, Chano patiently waited, and when the sun had just set, the sky exploded in vibrant red and purple colors. The next day, Chano woke up before sunrise to shoot some traditional thatch cottages. And when he returned to the B&B, he met the mom of the small cat. They both want you to subscribe. This accommodation includes the breakfast, and of course we chose the full Irish breakfast to prepare us for the day of adventure. I love food. Most of the time, I love the food more than the places that we visit. Food. Bring me food. And it's a full Irish breakfast. I didn't join Chano yesterday for the sunset, we have to come back here because this is one of the most famous places in Aran Islands and I don't want to miss it. Let's go to see the wormhole again. Maybe there are many warm. The trekking to the wormhole is short, but the way can be confusing. You can ask at your B&B for a more detailed explanation to get there, but we were okay following the red and white arrows. Phone signal is weak in this area, so be careful if you're only using Google Maps as GPS. It's amazing.
I found a Neanderthal.
It's called the sun dance.
Yeah, it's so effective. Look.
Later, the weather will become better. From the wormhole bicycle parking, we cycled for 20 minutes to the Seven Churches site. We loved cycling around the island because the sceneries are so beautiful. This cute horse immediately came to say hi to me. For centuries, since its construction in the 7th century, this place was one of the main monastic sites and one of the biggest centers of pilgrimage in west of Ireland. It is believed that Saint Brecon came here to teach sometime around the 5th century. In fact, there are only 2 churches between the current ruins, and the other buildings are just rests of domestic constructions. We were already super hungry, so we cycled back to have a nice lunch in this cute local cafe located near Dún Eoghanachta. The other nearby thatched cottages are now stores where you can buy the famous wool clothes from the Aran Islands and other handmade products. I bought a lavender soap with a wonderful smell. Don't miss the award-winning ice creams next to the stores. I am so tired because we've been cycling for the whole day since yesterday, and also we are walking a lot. I've already been very sore because I was busy at work, working as a nurse, and also I'm working out calisthenics and pole dancing, so I'm very sore. I have a good reason not to go with Chano today. I'm going to let Chano enjoy to film the rest of the locations for today. But I will be able to see it when I edit the videos. To get to Dún Eoghanachta, you have to leave your bike next to an abandoned lighthouse and signal tower. Pass next to the ruins of these buildings and you'll see the ring fort behind some stone walls for the cattle. Dún Eoghanachta was built between 550 and 800 AD in the highest point of Inis Mor. Its function was probably to be a defensive structure and the residence of a local chief of clan. We are always amazed by these Irish forts built with huge blocks of stone fitted together without mortar. From this outstanding building, you'll have incredible views of the whole island. While Chano kept cycling far away to the last destination of the day in the south of the island, I went back to Kilmurvey beach to quietly enjoy the sunset. I'm going to eat my dinner alone because Chano is still taking the sunset photos. I just came back from the beach. The sunset is really beautiful. So I'm sure my husband is gonna enjoy taking the golden hour videos and photos. We bought this. It's a salad and some biscuits for our dinner because it's too expensive in the island, and we've already been eating really nice breakfast and lunch, so we're just gonna eat something light. It's not very bad, it's high in protein. So now I'm gonna enjoy my food. The Black Fort is another spectacular sight that you shouldn't miss in Inis Mor. You'll have to leave your bike behind when the road will become too rough and keep walking to the coast for 10 to 15 minutes more. Just like Dún Eoghanachta, the Black Fort also stands on the edge of the cliffs overlooking the ocean. No archaeological excavations have been done here, but it is believed that the fort dates back to the Iron Age or the early Middle Ages, and its name is due to the dark color of its stones. It is really incredible to think how ancient people called these majestic places home. finished eating our breakfast from our accommodation, and now we are heading back to drop the bicycles and continue exploring some more locations around the main town of the island before we head back to Dublin.
You have a friend.
Meow! Hello! Meow! Here! He's so wild. This time, we didn't make the same mistake and we took the easy green route to return to Kilronan. We just dropped our bicycles and now we are going to enjoy the last hours that we have in the island. And we have a beautiful weather. After returning our bicycles, we still had some time left, so we walked for 40 minutes to St. Benan, the smallest church in Ireland. Built in the 11th century, it was probably the oratory of a hermit due to its tiny size. The views from its location were really worth the hike. This is Ireland's smallest church. It's so small that you can barely fit. To end our time in Inis Mor, we strolled a little bit around Kilronan town and had a nice lunch at the bar. Surely we'll miss the calm and adventures that we experience in this incredible island. That ends this Inis Mor vlog. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you know more about the Aran Islands, share with us other nice things to do and sites to visit in this incredible part of Ireland. We have posted other vlogs in the past from many places in the west of Ireland, but we love this area of the country and we can't wait to return. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so that we can keep creating more travel content. Until next time, keep exploring, rain or shine.